Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Polarizer podcast. This one's going to be way different than the first one. During my time in Australia, I've met many friends. And if there's one thing I learned so far about this place, is that there's few people in the world who can talk shit quite like the Aussies do. I met the guys you'll be hearing on this episode while I was working in the local bar here in Perth. And we started talking about the craft beers we had on tap. Eventually, the conversation turned to music and guitars, and this was the one thing we had in common that made us all good friends. It turns out these guys built their own guitars, and they created a whole lifestyle around it. They have created a little paradise for themselves with a bar, a barbecue, a pizza oven, and a jacuzzi. This was basically a night of having a couple of drinks and a barbecue, only with a microphone present. And we ended up talking about many different things, as always. The night started with talks about technology and the future and where we're going as humans. And it started off very positively, but it went downhill quickly from there. I was crying with laughter more than once during the night. Fair warning, this episode is hilarious, but it contains bad language, a lot of it. If you're a sensitive soul, skip this one. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Recorded someplace random on this interesting planet we live on, with your host, Dick Hubey. You're listening to the Polarizer Podcast.
The thing with technology is, I'm frightened it's going to pass me.
Oh, it's already...
I'm up to a point where I can keep up because I've got kids and they can explain it.
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to start their own journey soon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able... It's exponential, the speed, the growth of technology.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And because I'm so in love with technology, and it's a dichotomy for me because I come off farm. I love the old ways and all that, but technology is so exciting and I love where things are going. And my biggest disappointment is that I'm going to die. I'm never going to actually see where all this goes.
I hear you. Like
it's terrible.
One of the things
Please come up with a result before I go so that I can somehow... But where do you draw the line? How far do you want to know? 1,000 years? 200 years?
One of the things that
next year
I'd love to be able to is like just to be a fly on the wall in like 200 years or something, you know? Just to see where we're
So
at.
you want to be a time traveler as well?
Yeah.
So we all want to be time travelers. Do you want to go backwards or forwards?
I think, backwards. I mean, life now is better than it's ever been. So unless you're like in a privileged...
So do you think it'll get better as it goes?
It's only getting better.
How good can it get?
I don't know.
My face is hurting from smiling.
Yeah.
How good can it get? Really? Like, think about that.
Yeah, well,
people have thought this through.
Yeah.
And you've only got to watch movies like, oh God, I forget the name of it. But the human race ended up having to escape to space, and they had all the technology to do everything for them. So they became these huge, fat human beings that couldn't walk. So they had to float everywhere.
Is this like Wall-E?
Wall-E. Was it Wall-E? Yeah, Wall-E. Sorry, it was Wall-E.
Yeah.
So how ridiculous that I couldn't think of that. But the point is, you get the point. Is that where we're heading or not? Is that a fear? Is it a fear that once robots kick in... I get that we'll control their thought patterns. I get that we won't allow them to self-replicate and
Well, you got like the 3 laws of robotic. You know, like the robot needs to protect itself. The second rule is like the robot needs to. I think like the first rule was like robot needs to. I don't know. There's like 3 rules basically, and it means like no matter what happens, it needs to protect itself, it needs to protect what it's doing, but most of all, it needs to protect humans, and that's the most important of all. It's like someone came up with it in like the 1930s or something.
Yeah. And I guess that was born out of a complete ignorance to what we call virtual intelligence or the fact that we're training or we're building processes and programs for these things to make decisions for themselves.
Yeah.
There's already...
Let's see, I'm looking it up.
There's already situations with sensors in... Let's go really basic. The little round vacuum cleaners that buzz around people's houses.
Oh, yeah.
They have sensors that make them not fall down steps.
Yeah.
They dock themselves back to the docking station when the battery's low.
Yeah.
They're making decisions derived by a input from a sensor.
Yeah.
It says, don't go down there, there's a drop. Go back, your battery's low.
Yeah.
Expand on that. Go left or go right.
Yeah.
Hurt him or don't hurt him.
All right, here.
It can all be programmable. You can make a robot to hurt people.
This is it. This Isaac Asimov, 3 Laws of Robotics.
Yeah.
Law number 1: a robot may not injure a human being, or through inaction allow human being to come to harm. Rule number 2: a robot must obey orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. Law number 3: a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
Well, yeah. It's all mitigating.
Yeah.
It effectively... But, yeah, look, I don't know enough about it. But what I do know is...
1942.
Yeah, what I do know is we've come a long way since then in regards to intelligence, robotic intelligence or artificial intelligence. You talk into that side, so you'll hear yourself.
Yeah.
Tell us how amazing you are. So run through the list of the most amazing things that you do. What are they?
I build the odd-shaped guitar, and
Wow.
I love playing croquet.
Yeah.
I'm hardcore.
You are a croquet.
I'm hardcore.
You're
Extreme.
Hey, what about night croquet? We could use a glowing ball.
We'll work it out.
That's
man.
next level.
Yeah, next level. Yeah.
We'll go on the international 4D croquet
Circuit.
Yeah.
That is crispy, eh?
We'll have uniforms.
Yeah.
Numbers?
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll have
I'll
the
be
same
like number
colour.
23.
Yeah, okay.
Jackson.
You want to put a number and a name on your croquet mallet?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can't touch my red mallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've got to a stage where we own our mallets.
We'll put that bat light on. We'll
He's
probably
not
go
touching
to
my
parade.
mallet.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, he should go the last.
If he touches my mallet, he will just launch it 3 fences over.
Fuck croquet.
Fight croquet, will say. Boom.
We'll be deeply offended, mate. We're huge fans.
What's with the plums? Where'd the plums come from?
Rude Eye brought them.
No way. Did you know about the plum beer?
I got some good stuff, man.
Have you tried plums? You know plums?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about them.
Maybe a stab with a ham or something.
What's with that? Yeah, plum and ham is beautiful. Yeah, maybe he's doing a little plum wrap later.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Why isn't he eating his food?
Yeah, I know. He's watching NASCAR or something. He's,
Alex, for God's sake, eat your food.
have something other than liquid.
You've got a beer here.
Have a solid diet. An Irish liquid
Eat your
diet.
food. Thanks for being my mum. Can you please eat that? I'll help you with the beer. Give me a taste. Give me a taste. Don't choke, just get it down. If you're going to throw up, at least throw up from me.
There was
That's a fair comment, don't you think? If you're going to throw up, at least throw up some meat.
Not just liquid.
Like, he needs to purge. We just needs to make some room.
Oh, yeah.
He's full. He's a little.
Purge the valve.
Do you need some help?
Right, dude. You want some water?
Do you need my finger? Get it out, Al. Hey, don't break the chair, man, when you fall forward. I'm going to move the chair, dude.
Yeah, good idea. That's the 14th throne.
Yeah, get away from the chair.
14 worried about the old furniture.
It's only the beginning. No, don't break the chairs. Yeah, you're going to fall over. I'd do it in your own space. He's all right. He'll come good. He'll bounce back from
Get him
this.
some water.
Probably some water will help. I think if he just gets all that meat out. There it is. There, the meat's out. We're good to go. Come back. Drag it in.
Hey, at least the dog will get a feed.
Yeah, the dog gets
The
a feed.
dog will get a feed. It's been a second-hand feed.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's already masticated. For him, it's a thick shake.
a fuck shake, bro. He's
It's like going to McDonald's for him. The dog loves that. Yeah.
He's having a fuck shake, cuz.
Yeah.
You get
With some
the
chili.
extra nutrients. And,
Yeah. He's indiscriminate. If you put it on the ground, he'll eat it. Yeah.
That's not bad, that liqueur. Had a little soft brew.
Get
It's
into
not
it.
bad, yeah.
You're on the
yeah,
Ray bar.
yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, it's bloody about half a cop station here with a pork here.
Yeah, I'm going. I need a cigarette.
That's what we say if there's a lot of bacon or pork around. You say there's half a pig station here.
Alex,
Yeah.
are you okay?
But before I don't.
Oh, here we go. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was joking all day. I was in a contentious.
Well, I'm really glad you didn't.
And what? I'm right now.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just got to sit down because.
I would do that. It's great
And,
decision making. Put your feet up, Alex. Put your feet up.
I'm not about corporate drink.
Get some blood back. Yeah, that's it. That looks cozy.
It's more about.
I can't see that far, but that looks cozy. There's a wow, I'm not that pissed. This is crazy. Oh look, cockroach.
oh shit.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. I think he went behind you.
Not in the grub?
I hope not.
There he is. Well, he's family now.
Oh, he's on the bar.
He's 4D.
Positive or negative?
Oh, listen, he came to play, so he's half and half. If he proves himself wrong, I'll let the dog have him. If he's a good boy, he's one of the boys.
Yeah.
If he's positive,
Yeah.
he can stay.
If he bothers someone, he's the dog's.
If he's negative,
How do we explain the bar?
Yeah, I mean,
the
like,
Chippo handle is for Chippo.
All right.
yeah.
The bar is made out of an old door.
Okay.
So
yeah.
this is a door that was double this width,
Yeah.
that was cut down the middle.
So it's like a meter wide, I guess.
Yeah, so a fairly
bit
large
over.
wooden door.
Yeah.
So we ran a circular saw down the middle of it,
Yeah.
hence the handle.
Yeah.
So the handle's part of the sliding door that it used to be.
Yeah.
And
but
we
that-
glued the two lengths together, which made from that end to just here.
Yeah.
It's 3 pieces.
And then we had a third piece, which made this piece here.
Yeah, but I had to put the flashing on the side.
So this is all battened to the
Alright.
lid height. So it's battened up to the height of the top of a beer lid.
Fuck yeah.
And then we filled it with
Litres of,
3,672
resin, epoxy
lids.
resin, clear epoxy
Yeah.
resin.
And then
So-
poured epoxy over it.
So it's basically, yeah. Just how would you describe it? There's like beer caps on top of it and in epoxy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just
more than
displaying
that,
a lot of
they're
history.
our beers. They're beers we've drunk, and they're beers that we chase out and
mates
look
are
up.
drunk.
I guess the there's a lot of lids in here are generic. You got your Crown beer and all that sort of stuff, but dotted throughout this bar is beers that have an amazing story behind that beer.
Yeah.
So we built this bar out of brick
Memories.
and sweat.
Federal
Yeah.
corner, we've
And
got an
when we
actual-
drank those beers,
Oh,
those
right.
lids are in this bar.
Yeah.
And we only are the two that know where they are. And everyone that drinks on this bar has a lid in this bar. And so that's their lid. And so every lid has a story. It's amazing. They're not just completely generic. Like, look at this, for example. Where's that feral?
Yeah, over here.
Look at this
Yeah.
feral one. So
It's
there's
got
a
feral
whole...
tats
So this
the
is
whole
my
way.
end. And I wanted to do a little feral tribute.
Yeah.
So I put in the feral coaster, but look at all the lids around.
Oh yeah.
So I
yeah,
did
yeah.
a whole feral ring to it.
There's the Latrac. Oh, look, Latrac quad.
Yeah,
That's the
so there's
Latrac quad,
amazing beers in here. That
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
the day we drank it, and we remembered
Rocket
how
for
amazing that day was. The
Belgian
sun.
trappers.
So we kept the lid.
Yeah.
This bar is made up of those sorts of stories.
That's cool.
They're lids we kept from amazing days,
Yeah.
great, beautiful, sunny
it was about 3
days. Or
afternoons at 4 days.
look, you've only got to look through it. Some of the lids that there are, they're
Swan
absolutely
Lager, some of these
incredible.
coasters are really old. Like
70s, so there's
these coasters
1970s coasters
are-
in
Oh,
here.
that'd be 80s.
Yeah, 80s draft, swan draft.
Yeah, so the beer coasters, there's a rule for that too. Like, explain the rule for the beer coasters and.
Well,
at least half of your glass. Or
they're there for a reason.
Your vessel has to be half.
Yeah, so but it doesn't matter that
You've got to take into account the devastating effect that is from not putting your cup down on a coaster.
Yeah, but the coasters are under the epoxy and built into the bar. That's
Yeah, it's a predetermined destination for the base of your cup.
And what happens if you put it
The
don't...
penalty is slight. It just means you need to drain the contents of the cup.
Yeah.
Regardless of...
If you have 49% off a coaster, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, don't hover over a coaster.
Down it, man.
Don't straddle a coaster. You're on it or you're not. If I see lid, your bottom's up.
For not turning up.
Thanks for coming.
Bum, man.
Yeah.
Bob Hawke was saying down.
Shit.
And what's the story about...
Hey, what's this business?
Gee whiz! I'm cramped for space.
Bit of busted.
All right, I was caught. That's fair enough.
What's
Did I hear a munch? No way!
Hey, I knew about it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I knew about it. I saw
You prick! You bastard!
this guy is Munchy. Hey, mate.
Oh my god! What are you doing here?
I haven't been here for fucking ages. Oh, good to see you, man.
Oh my
god.
There's a good Dutch mate.
Hey, man. Nice to meet you.
Pick a name, Dick, and call him. Pick a name.
Tell anyone.
Oh man, I gotta turn the gain down because we're getting loud.
You want-
podcast reporters.
LF.
So
Loud fuck.
oh dude, this guy's the human PA system.
The human PA system.
Human PA.
Yeah, no power required. Doesn't even need solar panels. Full human PA.
night during
Oh, here we
when this C-Hut rolls up, the decibels go from here to here.
Yeah.
He's decibels.
Any respect.
Get a welding mask.
Yeah. That's it, man.
That's what he says to his wife when he's been here. I've been to Bunnings on a welding course. That's why my eyes look so fucked.
Yeah. And they're one mask short. He didn't have a mask. So
I didn't wear a mask.
He had to look at all the
They were
welding
one
apparatus
mask short at the course.
without any tinting.
So I said to the other guys, no, you guys take the mask.
That's why I look a bit fried.
Yeah. I look like a welder's dog.
Nothing to do with hanging out.
Blind as a welder's dog. That's a good statement. Blind as a welder's dog.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Because a dog doesn't know. They just stare at the welding tip all day. They're blind as fuck.
Popeye's got a few.
Blind as a welder's dog.
That's a proper saying, is it?
Yeah, no, it's a welder's. Yeah.
Man, you know when you come out with a cooler saying.
Yeah. You know, because they just work.
But
they
then
stick.
the next day you've forgotten it.
Oh, that's terrible.
yeah,
That's like jokes. Can you remember a joke?
Yeah.
Well, you need a
I remember
podcast,
one
bro.
joke. I remember one joke from back millions of years ago, man. I don't know what it is. Oh. There's this little girl. All right.
Oh, shit.
4-year-old.
Turn it off.
No, it starts.
Yeah, no, it's it's PG.
It's rated PG.
Well, it's maybe, yeah, it's
Yeah,
PG, parental guidance.
Have you turned a leaf?
Anyway, she goes into the pet store and goes up to the counter and says to the pet store owner, I'd like a buddy. And the pet store owner goes, oh, that's nice. What colour buddy would you like? We've got white, black,
Fucking hell, Mumsy.
or
Don't have a
grey.
sip.
So the little girl, she sort of just stands there and thinks for a little while, and she goes, I don't think my pet python really cares what colour the bunny is.
He's only There's not much humour, man. Not much humour.
Ridiculous.
That's good. That's good.
Well, I better get a show on the on started, man.
LF, we call him loud fuck.
The minute you said rabbit, I knew where we were going. We were sacrificing something.
Have you heard that before, or you just knew?
The minute you said rabbit,
It wasn't going to be
it was
true.
over. I had spat my beer out.
With shampoo, actually.
Sacro!
It was a shampoo.
It was a
clean.
$5 bottle of champagne. I can't believe it.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Don't stop it, man. My face already hurts.
Yeah,
only
this guy
early,
told
man.
me
I
the
can't
other
be
day,
aching
and he
yet.
was like deadpan when he said it, man.
Yeah,
And I had no idea where it was going, and it just
No, I've gotta
floored me, man.
Ben at work, he was like that, man.
Munch
He
humour, mate.
deadpan, like, and you never knew right till the
Oh, when the punchline happened. Yeah.
Well, my problem is I just start laughing halfway through.
Oh, when you're telling it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's an art
stand
to
it.
it, isn't there? There's an art to
yeah.
telling jokes. It's a raconteur. It's
Yeah.
someone who has the gift of storytelling.
You're right.
Because what you need to do is capture them, and you've got to capture them early.
Yeah.
You've got to draw them into the story and engage them. You've
you
got
gotta look in
to
their
convince them with the tell.
Yeah.
And once they're in, they're in. Once they're in early, they're in all the way. Because after the point they're in, they will question the authenticity of it. But what they'll allow themselves to do is believe in it because of your conviction in your storytelling.
Yeah.
And that is a raconteur. That is how you get to the punchline. It's a gift. And I've got a mate, Ben Bolt, and wow, what a storyteller. And it doesn't matter whether he's telling a joke or whether he's telling a story about the past.
Yeah.
Right.
It's amazing. It's gripping. He captures you with his mannerisms and his enthusiasm for the story.
Oh man, if you do you like history?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Have you ever heard of?
We don't have any here, so we're really interested in it.
No, we got shitloads of history.
What the fuck? 250 years of it.
50,000 years.
Oh, of course we have. Yeah, but it's
not documented.
it's certainly
It's
not.
storytelling.
Have you heard of Dan Carlin? He has a podcast called Dan Carlin's Hardcore History,
Yeah, okay.
and he goes into like the history of Genghis Khan and the First
Oh,
World
wow,
War.
yeah, right. So he dives into the
Yeah.
recent history, not the sort of history we're talking about.
watching stuff about Genghis Khan just recently.
Yeah, but he has like a podcast.
Oh,
It's
he
like,
was wild.
It's like five different episodes that are like 4 hours long, and the way he tells it, it's like listening to the coolest history professor.
Yeah, I love
ever.
that.
Yeah, it's
So he's actually a professor, is he, or is he just?
no, he's just like a history. He loves history, and he just talks about it. And he has a really cool delivery.
I
you know?
get into a lot of the crime stuff where they're able to do that delivery, you know, where you become completely absorbed in the story.
Yeah.
And in fact, you fall in love with the narrator, the voice,
Yeah.
and
I mean, like
the whole process of
just,
the way it's narrated.
Just listen to this guy, man. Like I got it. And you learn a lot about it too. It's
What was his name?
Dan Carlin.
Dan Cullen. I want to try that because
What do you want to do?
Yeah, he's a seppo.
what a great way.
He's a Hey,
Look at this!
Hey, Rob, what was the first thing I taught Nick?
Seppo.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
He's a septic tank.
He's a
Septic
crew.
tank. That's terrible. This is not a podcast. Let's not.
No, we can say what we want, man.
Wow, they're
Man,
sensitive.
we do
They're
have to be
sensitive.
fucking.
The kids were telling me that there's a Martha Stewart
Yeah.
and Snoop Dogg podcast where they cook together.
Really?
Yeah, and the thing for the headline for it is two cooks, one of them federal convict. It's not Snoop.
It's not Snoop. I know, dude.
So this is their intro. Yeah. So
cool.
it's they do. I haven't listened to it, but
Oh, Brood
are you okay, Alex?
Right, Brood Eye?
Road eye.
Yeah,
Oh man,
Brood
I should have
Eye.
bought the bloody.
I'm going on the beer gravy train.
The beer gravy train.
Yeah.
Once I have a beer, I love to enjoy another.
Yeah, that's it.
And would you
Wow,
believe
fair enough.
another?
Another. Now I'm double fisting them.
That's why you're 3 hours late from Bunnings, Rod.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to stay hydrated.
What's good about being PC anyway?
Well, I find what's his name? What's that other comedian that stand up?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
He crosses the line every
He's
time
the
he
one
gets a
that says
microphone in front of his
suck about
face.
dicks, mate.
Well, he's not the worst though. I mean,
He's probably not the worst,
Yeah.
but he's certainly offensive.
Gilbert is way more offensive.
Is he?
Yeah, way more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
so it doesn't
cool.
really
I'll
work with
enjoy
double
this.
pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a DVD. It's called Dirty Jokes.
No.
And it's like 1 hour where he just tells like,
Yeah.
a man goes to a doctor.
Oh, you need
Doctor
to-
says, I have bad news for you. You got Alzheimer's and AIDS. The guy says, well, at least I don't have AIDS.
This will be on YouTube. We need to put this on. This dude will be funny as fuck. Wait till we've drunk some more and we can't breathe. That'll be amazing.
Do you want to see how this baby works?
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Oh, mate, I still have bloody nightmares about that first night. The last one we had down there, mate. Fucking hell.
That morning.
Oh, the morning. That was harsh.
Don't worry about the night.
Actually, the night was great. It was the next morning.
After I had emptied hell from my stomach, right? Someone
Made some-
came out over my shoulder and unleashed what was left of hell. And I thought, two dudes absolutely unloading on the porch in the morning. That's incredible. And then you came out.
Who's the
And
other
then I
dude?
went,
Who's the other dude?
holy shit, someone ring an ambulance. That cunt's absolutely green. And I don't even know if you were vomiting. You were just dry reaching.
Yeah, I'd
like
probably-
that real loud dry
I'd
reaching.
probably come out earlier on and I just unloaded the whole lot all at once.
Did ya?
Yeah, and then after that it was
You had a pre-purge.
fucking torture.
The lawn looked a bit crook. He had to fertilise
Mate,
it.
I had the
One of the boys
Crook lawn,
just
let's
fell
fertilise.
face down from standing up and took his the
Oh,
corner of his
an
forehead off.
Aussie.
What?
Yeah.
What?
From a standing position,
Yeah.
he just went straight
Bang.
down, passed out.
Didn't even put his hands out, nothing.
No hands
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Just took off the forehead.
Jesus.
I think that was the last night. And,
It's a gecko, but it's shaped like a gecko. It's a gecko shaped like a stick.
he fucked up, mate. He fucked up.
gecko
we don't-
Comments from the supercoach, mate.
Made us all stop for this gecko.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the gecko, boys.
The
It's a
gecko's
fucking
dead.
stick, cunt. You missed.
It's the gecko dead, mate.
It was a fucking stick
That was
shaped
like-
like a gecko.
That was the fucking morning after, man.
That was the
That
morning.
was the morning after.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because in the morning we only drink cider. We drink cider up until 12 and then hit the whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have like a
Easy
Well, it's
to do.
juice.
variety
It's
of-
juice.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's breakfast juice.
What do you
Yeah.
drink, Rod?
breakfast juice.
So we just drink cider for breakfast. And then at 12 o'clock we launch into the... Well, we're on the farm, so it's very hard to have any decorum.
Yeah.
Fucking midnight oil.
Very
Yeah,
difficult
I
to
know,
be
I know.
your normal
midnight
self
oil.
on the farm.
28th of
There's no
man,
rules.
that's it.
There's no people.
I'm gonna get to
Yeah.
I think Thursday.
just gonna go
You're
crazy.
isolated on the very most western point of Western Australia, and you're primed with an unlimited amount of alcohol. You can't drink the amount there is, and yeah, you try hard and take a lot of skin
I
off.
love the serious face you put on while you say that.
I've
You
been
try
hurt.
hard. Like,
Yeah, cheers, man.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
yeah. I always
Oh, yeah,
try.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't tell him
Yeah.
to sea hunt, mate.
Oh, mate,
It was so hard, man.
I've got
It's
a
so hard.
fucking-
It's a job.
I just had to get out tonight, man.
it's a job to get
No,
through
good,
the,
to
someone
see you,
needs to
man.
drink
Yeah,
all
no,
out.
It's a
it's
job
bloody
not
wanting
to
to
take
catch up for
skin off.
ages,
Yeah,
but-
I know.
You know what I
It's
mean?
pretty
If you
Chippo,
make a
so-
decision to go to
Stuff
bed,
up his back a bit,
winner.
man.
Oh, what
He's,
happened?
Yeah.
you've
he's
won that
just,
night.
If
If you wake up in the paddock
done something to his back.
with
man.
sheep and
What?
shit all around
Yeah.
You lost.
you didn't win.
Yeah.
You
bugger me.
somehow
Yeah,
made a
you took a
decision
week
at
off
some
and then
point to
shag it
walk
back.
out into
Yeah.
the paddock and
Well, that's what
decided
Popeye's
that
got, man.
this is where I'm sleeping.
And we told Dick his nickname's
And you can only assume that's your thought
Henry
pattern
Winkler.
because you don't remember doing it. But we've
Yeah.
woken up in the paddock plenty. I woke up on the trampoline one morning, soaking wet
Where?
at the pad.
Oh, down on the pad, yeah.
I woke up on the trampoline, soaking wet. I assume the dew came in. And it soaked into the dimple that I'd made in the trampoline.
What an app.
An excessive dimple at my weight, I might add. A considerable dimple.
You thought you'd get that in before we said it. Didn't want to give us a free kick, mate.
Thanks, boys. I was opening you up.
Thanks, Theon.
And so, that I'll never forget that morning. Because the mornings can be cold down there on the coast. Yeah, only good cunts go down there. Yeah. It's in fact guaranteed good cunts. If you're there, you're amongst good cunts.
And talk about good cunts and sea hunts and all that.
Positive and negative.
Positive.
Yeah.
C minus and C plus.
No one wants to know a negative sea hunt.
No one needs.
Negative cunts.
I mean, are your mates back home going to accept us?
Oh yeah, I mean, when in my friend group, you guys will
clearly
you guys
your cousin
will be fucking rock stars, man.
Yeah, but they're not going to be like offended or upset.
Hell no.
No.
They'll love that.
Because we're coming to tear the joint apart.
Fuck
What
yeah.
about? But you got that guy Gert there, man. He's a fucking.
Wait till you meet his cousin.
Yeah.
This dude's a fucking rock star.
11 in the morning from the next day, they were still partying hard.
Puff's a good bloke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unless he threatens to cut your head off with a chainsaw.
Other than that, it's all good.
Why would he say that?
I can only assume he
I
had
can't
too much to
imagine he
drink.
would ever say that. Ever.
I'm assuming it's how much he had to drink that night.
Oh, that's just drink.
Yeah.
When you're young.
Let's not forget.
Live and learn. Live and learn.
Shane Morse also.
Live
Not
and
Shane
learn.
Morse. No,
Live and
Puff. The early,
No, what happened? Shedzy said Nat Nui was the end.
No, but what about earlier that night at the bar when we were down in Yellingup? Dunsborough at the bar when he walked up to a pool table. There were these dudes playing pool, and he walked up and wiped all the money off the edge of the table and grabbed like one of the pool cues off one of the dudes and said, "This is my table." And both the dudes on the table looked like they ate babies. Yeah, they looked like horrendous human beings. You can't imagine. Yeah, Puff did.
Yeah, I think I remember.
The rugby was on. Remember the rugby was on? And he took on the guy. There was about 4 or 5 big Maoris, New Zealanders sitting at the bar.
Settle the fuck down.
And he came in and started telling all these New Zealanders how shit New Zealand was.
Yes, you bunch of sheep shaggers, bro.
You fucking sheep rooting motherfuckers. You'll never win a rugby game as long as I'm breathing. And they said, we'll stop that.
He must have learned that in his Australian.
It was unbelievable.
What happened after he just wiped down the money and took their pool?
Oh, we had to take the 2 dudes down. They were going to kill him. No, we had to politely ask them not to, and when they refused, we took it to the next level. Yeah, they worked out pretty quick that don't touch that dude, but yeah, no.
Luckily, there was a lot.
There came a point. We let him fend for himself. Like we got to a point in the night that he started with dudes. We went, he's all yours. He didn't get
He can be a bit
the early
noisy
stuff.
on the mouth area.
Oh, man, he's
Alex.
good buddy, man.
Oh yeah, he is good about it.
Yeah.
He's
Cheers, man. Thank you.
No, it's not. He's a beautiful person.
Yeah,
The alcohol kicks in.
I know people like
and
that.
does
Like,
all the talking.
I mean, like one guy is like the nicest guy in the world, just a good person. But once he gets drunk, he just starts shit with random people. Yeah, one of my friends.
No, it's the alcohol. It's the alcohol. He's a beautiful person.
Yeah.
He's the guy. No matter what the situation was, he would know that maybe you need $100. So he'd give you the money. He just wouldn't mention it. He's just that dude. He's like, money doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Happiness does.
Whatever.
But alcohol changes him.
One Bathurst.
Turns him into a guy who will walk up to you and say, "I'll fucking kill you."
Mumsy.
Mumsy, we're ready for the Bathurst.
What are you talking about?
One Bathurst.
We just got back from the cave, bro.
Mumsy, Rod wants to tell us
Sorry,
about
man.
One Bathurst.
Yeah.
I'd run out of money in the kitty, and I couldn't pay for the chicks. Anyway, he put $200 in.
Yeah, no, he's like
To
that.
keep the boys fucking going.
Yep, no, he's like that.
Rod. Yeah.
Keep the girls interested.
No,
Yeah.
He's
That was at the first club, the near your home.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was. It was
To this day, my kids think he's a police officer.
Yeah, buzzer cop. Yeah.
He told my kids when they were little babies, like 4 and 5, he goes, I don't want you doing anything wrong because I'm a police officer. And to this day, they think he's an undercover cop because I keep saying he's not a cop. And they keep saying, you're just covering it up. That means he is a cop. No, dude, just a fucking lawyer. This is what we call in this country
sharing.
A haystack.
Sharing.
Oh my god.
It must be sharing.
You know when you cut hay and you put it in a pile?
Yeah.
We call that a haystack.
It's like a lot of weed.
It just pokes out the top. Yeah, it's a haystack. Alex.
Yeah.
It's your
That's all right.
it's your time to reap the reward
And
of
that's
the
after
crop.
you get the ram packer, mate.
Alex, quickly! I can't touch this. It's a haystack. No, dude, I don't have 45. Are you really going to take the haystack on?
Why not?
Rodney. Jesus, fuck me, dude. Don't get weird on us. Wow. Holy shit, dude. Whoop! Holy shit.
That's called a stack.
That was a stack. And in about 2 minutes' time, you're going to realise what kind of stack that was. Hang on to the chair. There's a handle here, bro. Hang on to it. Hang on to the handle.
What about? And did you have the hydraulic ram on there as well?
Wow.
The
I
come
love
along.
that the bar has a handle in case, just the people who are the most fucked up need to sit near the handle so they can just hold up.
There's applesauce on there for the pork.
That one on that side, yeah.
It's
just right.
beautiful. Oh my god, dude, the applesauce is amazing.
The pork is really,
I didn't even bring out the one that I had.
Where'd you put that lid?
No, I mean the applesauce.
Hmm?
No.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Did anyone eat applesauce? Because I remember I forgot to bring it out somewhere in the...
No, dude, it's on the
cold.
plate. Or get some more. Yeah, put some more on there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
All right.
Do it for WA, man.
He'll eat anything you give him.
Oh, here it is.
And more.
Yeah, mate. Alrighty.
And the applesauce goes really well with pork.
Oh, good catch.
Or with anything.
fuck yeah.
Oh, don't put it on top of them, mate.
Alex, this is your
That's
one.
all right. It'll be all right.
What happened,
You can
Alex?
put it on the meat, but applesauce is innocuous. You can put it on the meat and it doesn't take the flavour.
Oh my god.
Because there will be no flavour. Except for applesauce.
Don't worry, you'll be surprised how innocuous applesauce is. Compared to chili, it's nothing like that. You won't even experience
Nah, man.
Half a pallet.
No, I think we need a little bit more, actually.
We've got next level on the applesauce. I gotta try it. I gotta see what that's actually.
It's pretty amazing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, in the morning you'll feel pleasant. No, serious. It's serious.
After your first
Applesauce
movement.
It's a cross between dinner and dessert.
In terms of after effects,
Oh,
it won't
thanks,
have
man.
any compared to chilies.
Cheers, man.
Chilies have enormous after effect.
Oh my god, Alex.
Chilies are
Stop
like a bloody
fucking doing weird shit.
No, I'm not. But chilies are very, very volatile.
He had a haystack. Now, see what you're in for?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to be doing applesauce shit.
As long as it's not
all right,
with any of
man.
that bloody ghost chili, man.
Hey, he's got
I like the
habaneros
people where I
growing in
bought the
garden.
applesauce from. And they're happy for me to
Remember
buy
last
the
time?
applesauce.
Oh, remember that
Ghost
time I was
chili.
here when I had the
Do you like
bloody
ghost chili?
ghost chili?
Oh man,
We've got some here under the bar.
those things are no joke.
They're no joke.
Yeah.
No joke.
They are no joke, hey. I reckon there's about 20 minutes of I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alex.
I'd concur with that.
Oh, cheers, man.
Man, he didn't put the hydraulic ram onto it, promise.
Yeah. Trust me.
Ooh, that's strong. That was strong. That was bloody concentrated.
I think it might be. I think it might be.
Is there? Yeah, it's off, but we'll get through it.
Yeah.
Don't let him at it.
Oh, no.
Get away, boy!
I actually gave him a couple
He shut the lid.
Oh, good. Yeah, shut the lid,
I'll
man.
put the hood
Hey,
on.
I'll be over there in a while.
Yeah.
I still got a little bit of this to drain and some meat to eat.
I gave him a couple
Meat and whiskey, man.
I gave him a couple of pieces.
Is there anything else in life?
Alex, you okay?
Yeah, I'm in halfway.
Where are you?
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
He is so.
Halfway space.
He is so.
Halfway space. What is that?
Virtual reality.
What's halfway?
As you can hold.
Hey?
That's where you have to suck in as much air as you can hold, and when it comes out, then beer bottle comes closer in terms of the neck to the lip.
We're theorising big time. That was a massive
Hey,
theory.
dude, breathe out.
Okay,
Actually,
Breathe out,
hey,
dude.
this is still
It was
recording.
like four-dimensional shit.
Yeah, that'll be
Unlocking.
caught up.
Mate, it's
You-
unlocking
push
synapses
it.
that I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
filter all this out now.
Yeah.
Cut a lot of this out.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
I'll edit it down.
When you hear me screaming, breathe out, cut all this out. Can you imagine hearing this back?
Oh, dude.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I said 8 seconds ago.
That's exactly what I was. Nah, man.
What?
Wocca,
Fuck,
man.
who's
Hey,
that?
Wocca, you have
Alex,
one.
quick!
No.
Right. I've had plenty.
Oh, have you?
Can you imagine listening to this?
Oh man.
Honestly, if we were to hear ourselves back, like I said, I don't know what just happened.
No, but can you imagine a guy who's sitting in his car being stuck in traffic listening to
Has
this?
to listen to this.
Yeah. I mean, like,
What the?
Hey, I reckon he'd be
Thing in
poking
the
stuff
same,
in his ear to rupture his eardrum.
Please
Please end
He hates
this.
the vibe so much.
Yeah, I'm Chippo. My fingers won't reach the buttons. I'll have to take out my eardrum.
all right. We need some context on Chippo. So look, but
Oh, Chippo's
Chippo.
got very short fingers.
Oh, you'll love this guy,
So-
man. Everyone loves Chippo, eh?
You met Chippo. He was that guy that
Oh, yeah.
mm,
Cool.
he turned up for 5 minutes.
like how tell some typical some typical shit talking you guys do to him about his fingers. I mean,
He can't hold a stubby.
he can.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can
It
hold a
just
stubby.
slips out of his hand because it can't get far
have a
enough
stubby
around.
holder.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
He can't use a stubby holder
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it thickens it up so
His
much that
fingers
his
bottom
hand is
out.
too stiff. It makes his hand
They
flat.
can't hold the vessel. Hence chipolata.
Oh, by the way, a stubby is a bottle of beer. Like,
Yeah.
But that's
But it's a hand grenade. It's a VP stubby. It's a hand grenade.
He
Why?
can't appreciate a stubby holder. He has to drink a bottle fast.
He's doomed to drink warm beer.
No, he drinks so fast they never get warm.
Oh,
Is
there's no
that
chance.
because his
Temperature
fingers are
doesn't
short, or
change
did
the
his
chipper.
fingers
I
become
guess
short because?
I guess it's something that he's learned. It's a process. Necessity is the mother of invention,
That's very true. Yeah.
and I think that's sort of what's happened.
I think it was Bill Gates who said that he loves hiring lazy people because they come up with solutions
Absolutely.
that make life easier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was the one. He
Yeah.
did, and that's right. I've read
That's a
that.
positive way to look at it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think of like cruise control, you know?
Yeah.
Like one of the greatest
Yeah.
things ever.
Yeah.
And the guy who must have invented it, like, fuck, I don't feel like having my foot on the accelerator all the time. I'm gonna invent a button that
just don't go make a
holds the
sandwich and
speed.
think
Yeah.
of it drive
Yeah.
yourself.
I can't roll a joint and fucking steer an aircraft.
Clumsy.
You know,
The best thing
there's got to be a better way.
Mate, the best thing was seeing Hoover drive down the freeway, bucket between his legs.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, wow, that's next level.
Mate's name
A
was Hoover.
bucket.
Yeah,
Bucket
he liked
between his
the,
legs, and he'd be
machine.
just
Wow,
using
that's
his knees to drive,
incredible.
and then just
Wow.
doing a gravity ball while he was riding.
oh man,
Holy
brilliant.
That's
And hope to
incredible.
fuck
That's
there's
hardcore.
Nothing in front.
That is hardcore, man.
But
Driving.
sometimes I just take the
Oh,
wheel.
your passenger steer.
Like,
Yeah.
it's one thing to not wait till you get home. It's another thing to take a whole apparatus.
Yeah, with water in it, you know?
What do you do when you brake for a set of lights?
It
I guess
wasn't
you-
cold.
Then it's going to unload at least 2 litres.
Because
Mate.
that's why you need waterproof mats in your car.
Yeah.
What about your groin? It's got to be bucket sitting at seat height.
Yeah.
Is it on the floor or on his lap?
On his fucking lap.
On his lap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or between his legs.
Like
yeah.
on the seat.
Yeah. Or sometimes you put it
Kingswood
near,
was-
like, in the console.
Oh my
So
God, he had
yeah.
positions.
Yeah.
What do you do if
Well,
a
mate,
cop
he was-
pulls up
he was-
next to you,
he
right?
was- he
You've
was a
just
master.
taken a mouthful of, or a lungful of the smoke.
Mate, he wasn't.
The cop pulls up next to you, you're like,
He was the
Good day,
master,
officer.
man.
He was.
Yeah. Dude. We didn't call him Hoover for
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, he was
No,
a fan.
I just washed my steering wheel.
He was a
off.
fan.
It's
He
just
was a
a
big
bucket of
fan.
water.
Well, he was the reason why Crown became.
What the
such a
fuck?
big
How do you
brand,
know
mate.
that?
Yeah.
With all the pellets and everything used to come through his house.
That's
I
incredible.
just can't believe
How you
Something like
feel,
that.
isn't it?
Fuck yeah.
To me, that's the best Irish whiskey
if
I've
you make-
tasted ever. Seriously.
Wow, Alex.
The other, because it's got the honey flavour, but
I
the
wish I
other
had another
Irish
bottle of it
whiskeys
now.
taste more like whiskey and ethanol, you know, like evaporating from your mouth slowly
Yeah.
when you drink it. But the Irish, to me, the Irish whiskies, with that whole thing about ethanol in the whiskey itself evaporating, seems like it's subdued by the sweetness. Irish whiskies, to me, are sweet
It's balanced.
whiskies.
It's what they call balanced.
Yeah, balanced.
Yeah,
Sweet.
balanced.
But comfortable.
I like Irish whiskey. It's kind of transparent. You know,
Absolutely.
compared to other whiskeys.
Yeah. Well, we drink
Well,
a
if
very
you compare it
particular
to
Irish
Scotch
whiskey.
or if
We
you
drink
compare
a
it to
peat,
To
bourbon.
me, it's the
It's-
pinnacle
peat
of all
filtered. You
whiskies.
drink like
Scotch
Lafroig?
whiskies or bourbon.
white label whiskey.
The Irish
I haven't
whiskey
tried
is
that
a
one.
place of its own. And
Peat
it
filtered.
deserves
Have
it.
we got any Lafroig here?
No, I think it's history.
Yeah.
Oh,
But even that, Lafroigs are
Ancient.
sort of, to me, are dry. Most Lafroigs are dryish. They're more peaty, dry. But the Irish,
you've never
the
had
Irish
it,
whiskies are like
It's one of those things.
just like
you
Irish
go,
cream whiskey. They can roll down. You can hardly
how would you
notice them.
describe
You know
it?
something special in terms of
It's
flavour
peat
has
filtered.
come down. But it
beautiful.
can go all the way. You'll just wake up in the morning and think,
and still taste the peat.
no, but you'll wake up in the morning and think, when did I fall asleep?
Yes,
To me,
that's
Irish-
exactly what it does.
That's what Irish
It's like
separates
Rohypnol.
Irish whiskey from any other whiskey is.
that's
I know I
becoming a bit of a
drank it,
theme for the
but
night.
I just waking up, but when did I fall asleep? To me.
Yeah.
It makes you
But
time
that's very
travel.
much in the nature of good
I'll find a
natured
bottle.
Irish
There'll be a bottle
people.
somewhere. There'll be something. I'll show you what it
They
is.
have respect.
You have
Good natured
to,
Irish people.
if you're into single malt
Yeah.
and of any age, I don't care if you're a 6 or an 8 or a 10 or a 16-year-old,
Yeah.
single malt, the 8s even, or the 10s, go in that range.
Yeah.
But get yourself a Lafroig. It's a peat filtered single malt whiskey. You
But-
can crack it on ice if you
To
want
me,
to,
it
but
just
I
emphasises
wouldn't.
alcohol. Rather, the flavours are there, but the
It's-
alcohol is emphasis in.
Like you know how you have
Quality
whiskey,
Yeah.
and whiskey's whiskey. You can have whiskey, all kinds of whiskies are whiskey. Then you can have this Lafroig, which is peat filtered whiskey.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game.
What's different about it? Is it
It's
like
peat filtered. It's got peat in it.
Can you describe the taste or?
the effect, I
It's
think,
like
is more
sucking
important to know
on
about,
charcoal.
but the effect is drink it, it'll feel subtle, comfortable, and then sometime later it'll creep up and it'll just go bang. And you're in that
Does do
clean, intoxicated
It's a
state where
very
your
clean
brain
drunk.
tissue feels like it's been infiltrated,
Yeah.
but you can still,
Yeah.
if you really want
Yeah.
to, and
You'll
you're
be
keen
absolutely
to
wide on
walk
it for
from that
hours,
bar,
and then all of a
go
sudden
to your
it's
hotel
tomorrow.
room, it can be done.
Yeah, oh, you
in my
can.
opinion.
There's no coming back
That's
once you
the-
start.
That's what differentiates a good whiskey
it's
from
the TARDIS.
average whiskey.
Once you
To
enter,
get back to the hotel room.
there's a world in there that you can't believe. Yeah.
You'll never get out.
The ability
You can't
to get
stop
back
once
to
you
the
start on
hotel
the
room,
Lafroig.
yeah.
Once you taste it, you're like, "Fuck, people make this."
Convenient.
And then you more and more, and you just can't believe it. It's,
Mate, the first night I had
we,
Lafroig, I didn't like it.
if we were salesmen for it,
Yeah.
we'd
Drink the whole lot, and you wouldn't sell
we'd
shit.
we wouldn't sell any of it. That's true.
No, you'd sell more because you're drinking it.
Our
and
passion for it.
People will
Our
be enthused
passion
by
for
your
the-
passion. I think.
Yeah,
You know, even if it was a stupefied,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
passion.
We did single malts for
motive.
ages, and then we found Lafroig and haven't.
Because ultimately, you know,
Deviated.
the only people who'd be attracted to that extra push for
Yeah,
passion
it's the next
would be
level of
committed,
if
you
you
know,
if you're a
hard
single
people
malt
who
drinker
understand
and
you.
you're looking for something else,
True
this is the something
intoxication.
else.
All right.
Yeah, this
As
is
a
the
pleasure
next thing.
Where's it made?
After that, it's cognac.
Oh yeah.
So you go to after this, the next level is cognac.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're the 3 stages: single malt,
The Lafroig.
peat filtered, and then you're
Really?
into the cognacs.
I got a cognac at home.
Oh, have you?
Should bring it around.
Don't be stupid. It's a $1,100 bottle.
Yeah. It'll be
Yeah,
wasted
it is.
here
Don't
amongst
even think about
mongrels
it.
of drinking.
It is. I'm
Like me.
telling you. Cognac starts at 1,000. So
Really?
yeah.
Why? How long do I have to keep it for? Like?
I saw a cognac the other night for 800 and something, and I thought, I'd like to put it on the bar, but I just couldn't justify it.
No one, seriously, who could justify it if they're looking at it as a bloody investment product?
No, I wanted to drink it.
Yeah, but whoever paid the 800 in the first place paid the 800, so
Yeah.
it's an opportunity in terms of an investment.
Why is cognac so expensive?
I have no idea.
It's
the history.
It's
Is it
no,
the
it's the
history?
filtering and it's cognac. It's
Wine
aged.
barrels,
Cognac's aged in particular barrels, so it pulls out the whatever they use to pull out of the barrel.
Yeah.
So, but it's aged and refined and filtered and it's cognac.
Yeah.
It goes through a process that they won't disclose, but you only ever have to have it once to know that's why you pay for it.
Not only fortified,
it's
but
distinct.
above that, not cognacs, but
eat some meat, man.
And then he's going to say your name.
And please have some applesauce.
Don't be shy with the apple sauce.
Keep it clean, man.
Yeah, I'm just kidding about the applesauce.
Hey man, I can just walk, man.
No way.
Oh yeah, okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you owe me a hug.
Oh,
Yeah.
with a mouthful of meat.
Yeah. Be a change from my cock.
Too much
later,
info,
baby.
man.
All right. You earned it. You earned it.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay,
No worries. I'll give you a wristy later.
Yeah.
Little reach around.
That was a good text.
Yeah. Over the blue, mate.
Yeah. He said he's FF on tonight. I said, fuck yeah.
Again, another
Mumsy's on
rhetorical
fire.
question.
There shouldn't be too many homes wrecked tonight, mate.
Well, I'm going to try my
Homes are
best.
Be not wrecked, mate.
I'll do everything I can.
He doesn't want to break the run, mate.
No, shit, no.
It can happen on the walk home. I just not in You've got to understand the devastating effect I have on women.
Yeah, dude, he's Mr. Smooth, man.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. He dials them in. Just looking at him, he dials them in.
I'm not in control of it.
No. Not control.
Though I have made a cape.
It's a smooth reaction.
WT, the Wayne train.
woo!
Climb aboard.
All aboard the caboose.
Heading for heaven.
Oh,
Hi, my name's Wayne. Remember it, you'll be screaming it later. I start with that.
Well, that's a good opener.
Yeah. You're either in or out at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in, probably so are two of your mates. If you're out, you've just got to work harder. Maybe worth it.
You got to be smooth, though.
Yeah. No, you need a whole new approach. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not working.
No. I'd lose the hat, have a shave, and go in again. New approach. Yeah.
Whole new level.
Yeah.
The mumsy level.
Yeah, look, I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a
There's
look
no
at it.
higher level.
I'm not a
fully
gynecologist,
qualified.
but I'll take a look at it for you.
There's full bore,
Yeah.
and then there's mumsy level.
Oh, there is. There's
Yeah.
a whole new level.
Whole new
It
level,
is.
mate.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
In fact, it's actually that whole new level. It goes round, comes back again.
Yeah.
I'm a sundial for love.
That's it, man. It's just a whole new level, man.
If you're in my shadow, you're in.
You're a cactus.
I'm the facilitator of happiness. Yeah,
Facilitation.
yeah. Let me make your clickle giggle. Clickle giggle. No, honestly, slam your cunt into my face.
Slap your sea,
I can only apologise for that. That's the whiskey talking. Really? Back up.
don't care.
That's me reversing.
Back off.
Sorry, neighbours.
Have you been eating happily, was it?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Tell you been to back off,
I mean, it's
Yeah,
all right,
stand on
tuck
the
it
black
into bits
plastic.
and pieces. I think I'm,
Look into the light.
eating some food too.
This won't hurt a bit.
I'll probably just crash.
No, whatever.
Honestly,
Yeah, all good.
if you wake up with the Coles bag hanging out of your ass and $5 in your pocket, you've done all right.
But you're going to feel ripped off.
Yeah, you'll feel
Maybe
cheated.
in the morning.
Because they didn't give you the 50 cents GST, man.
Yeah,
Have you ever got
and only bagged once.
Man,
Didn't double bag.
cool, man. It's
Yeah,
all good.
I always say double bag.
Double bag.
Yeah.
It was
Always have
put
two
them
in your back
plastic
pocket.
container
Yeah.
with the Aussies bloody
Yeah.
gecko wanted and put them into a sealed bag and then put them in on the top of the esky.
Yeah.
And when I got here, I opened it up and there's water in there and it's, not in his Aussie one.
Fair enough. That's a good point. Yeah, always carry it back up.
No, come on.
Yeah.
I siphoned up the water. I
Fucking
tried
hell, man.
with
It's
the
like having a
sunlight.
raincoat.
You never know when you're going to need a Coles bag.
Which is,
And $5.
it's okay, man. I mean, as in, I don't care. I don't care about the
Sure.
It's that sweet moment just as they're passing out when you say, this won't hurt a bit.
It's that reassuring feeling.
Yeah, you won't remember a thing. My name's Rod.
And you feel those two bags.
Smoke for no cost.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
That
double
reassuring.
bagging, yeah.
That reassuring feeling, mate.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
as in fun.
Yeah, that's a weird
I just
Saturday
hate the
morning.
fuckers that just don't put the 50 cents
try and get
GST
it.
in.
I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out here pretty
don't-
often
yeah.
myself.
No, it's all good, man. It's
Yeah,
too bad.
yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
easy.
I still get them.
Yeah, have a
Still.
good time.
I'll hunt them
If
down.
you got
Yeah.
long-term plans, you don't have to tell me or anything.
No, yeah, probably.
Oh,
yeah,
mate.
yeah,
Cool,
I haven't
man.
got any
Gonna
reason to
retire
leave.
on the Gold
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah.
Awesome, man. I hope you do.
Yeah,
It's
Do
just
what you
not a
wanna-
great
what you
representation
actually wanna do.
yeah, it's it.
of who we are as a nation.
Sure.
You know, I have no idea what we were just talking about.
Sort of piss
Hey,
ups on a
just give me a
Friday,
hint.
Friday
It was
after,
about
so you
double
must have
bagging.
every-
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
It's like the double Dutch rudder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double Dutch
The
rudder.
recipes,
That's an experience.
not like the ones that were about.
That's an
the-
experience.
That's something you can't unsee.
That's an experience you remember forever.
Yeah, good luck getting that out of your head.
But you remember the dude?
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double
I
Dutch
found out
rudder.
that day, with
Double
you
Dutch
and
rudder, mate.
what's
think,
what's the double Dutch rudder?
Oh,
I'm going to let him explain that.
Yeah.
And somehow or other he told me about the double Dutch rudder. I don't really want to explain it though.
That was the whole point.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will. But only because we're recording it. Anyway,
Have some more
apparently
applesauce.
what it is, it's two blokes sitting with each other.
Applesauce is starting to become a euphemism.
It is, mate, yeah. Anyway, and they have to look after each other, but
Sorry, go on. Sorry, go on.
with using their hand to look after the other fella. Yeah, so that's the double Dutch rudder.
Explain it in detail. Like, give us,
No, that's as much detail as I'm
give us
given, man.
how did it work for you? How did you do it?
Well, what?
The-
Officially or unofficially?
Well, the one on the video.
Yeah, Mumsy's
Talking about some visions you'll never get rid of.
Stop it.
Yeah,
No
you'll have for
talking.
life, mate. Yeah. Well, what? Yeah, how can I deny it? It's out there.
Oh, we're talking about you still good.
That story.
Yeah.
That story reminds me of a good joke, man.
Yeah,
Good.
man.
We
Yeah,
love a
go
good
on.
joke.
That three friends go out of town and they start drinking, they're partying, and then they get back to the hotel and they realize they just booked one double bed, so the three of them have to sleep in the same bed.
That's cool.
So they're like, whatever, like we're drunk anyway, we'll sleep. Next morning, the dude on the left side of the bed wakes up and he says, "Man, I had this awesome dream. I was dreaming this beautiful girl was giving me a hand job, and I woke up and and the guy on the right side of the bed says, "Oh man, I had the same dream. It was like, this super hot chick giving me a hand job. It was awesome." And the guy in the middle says, Oh shit! I was dreaming that I was
skiing.
skiing.
I'll play that, Dick. Good on you, man.
Yeah, nah,
Cheers,
well,
dude.
That's an
Yeah.
old one.
Yeah, good
no.
one, Dick. Yeah, I
Slow
heard that
skiing.
one.
Oh, that's a ripper.
It's original. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It was funny, mate.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that is a classic.
Still a lot of skiing.
Right. Reminds me of this story.
That's a good day.
Of this
Yeah.
mum. She was a real God-fearing type, you know, very religious, very strict.
Yeah.
And anyway, she one day she goes into her son's room and doing a bit of cleaning up. She finds this plastic thing on the ground. So she had no idea what it was. Anyway, so she goes. Anyway, the son comes home a little bit later on, and she goes, "What's this?" And he goes, "That's a condom." And she goes, "Oh, well, what do you use a condom for?" He says, "Well, what you do is when you're in your shower having a cigarette, you can just put it over it, and it'll keep it alight."
Come on, Munch.
So anyway, the lady goes, this God-fearing lady.
Are you okay, man?
She goes,
Right,
what?
Mumsy? You all right?
She goes into the chemist,
It's the whiskey, man.
Yeah.
and she goes up to the counter, up to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist says, "What do you want?" She goes, "I'd like a pack of condoms, thanks."
Here it comes.
And the pharmacist says, "What size do you need?" And she goes, "Big enough to fit a camel."
I'm gonna die. Is that poo?
Big enough. That's not bad, right? I'll pay that. Well done, mate. Big enough.
Alex, Alex, are you all right? Are you all right now? All right. Oh my god! You fucking camel.
Go on, Munchy. That was good, man. That was good.
I've got to say, that dude sports a mongrel, man. He's a camel.
It's good, man.
Yeah. Like to the knee. He's good to the knee.
Good. He's good
Yeah.
all over, mate.
I said, is that a
He's
knee
got a
cap?
big heart.
Yeah, well,
That's it, man.
a big heart. He needs it.
Like
Needs it,
Scott,
man.
That's why elephants got such big hearts.
Oh, yeah, man.
Huge cocks.
Because I got a big dick.
Yeah, like the show.
Imagine feeling that fucker.
The old Grimsby. The old.
You need an electric pump.
Settle down, Mumsy.
Made a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The beast is awake.
The Viking.
He's alive.
Oh, that Germanic tribesman. Look at it.
Fine specimen.
Dig us a cave. Come on. Spear me a mammoth. What? Was that the mammoth?
A woolly mammoth.
They bring them on back, they reckon.
Yeah?
You know why?
Why?
It's a really strangest reason. There's no one else, there's no other animal that can graze the tundra up in the northern hemisphere that's becoming what's happening is the what's it called when the land is frozen?
Tundra.
Yeah, the tundra, but what's it called when it's frozen? There's a term for that. Anyway, what happens is as it thaws out, the grass grows, right? And that's creating huge amounts of carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah.
It's a massive problem. The only animals that can survive up there are mammoths, right? And they graze on it, so they reduce the problem. So what they're thinking is they're going to reintroduce them. They're going to bring them back genetically, grow one, breed them,
Holy shit.
and stop the problem up in the northern hemisphere.
Can I actually do that now?
Yeah, they can do it. I think they've already done it. They just don't want to tell anyone. Well, they've done it with people. They've grown people.
Oh, there.
No, they just don't want to tell anyone. He grew people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to see them? They're in the shed.
Dave!
Dave!
You can't hear.
You can't. We grew them without ears.
You just go over there and bash the side of the shed and
Sure.
come running out.
Yeah, they feel the vibrations.
Start earning two straight.
Yeah, they're a bit like ants.
Two straight will wake up.
Every now and then we forget to give them water.
Yeah, we do it differently down here. Look at Alex, he's doing it differently.
Oh man, he's out.
Mm.
He's getting good use out of the old throne, though.
And the esky.
Yeah.
Look at that
Yeah.
esky, Dick.
Yeah, I know.
That's a fine.
That's a
stone.
beaut esky. That is a ripper. That's straight out of 1978.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Old
Absolutely
school.
hasn't
Yeah,
rusted
yeah,
out.
yeah.
It still holds. It's beautiful. And the best footrest he's going to have tonight.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
Because heck, it couldn't be better than
Unless you're in an
Yeah.
RT Charger in the passenger seat with your feet on the steering wheel, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Summer breeze through the window.
Oh,
It's nice.
Your girl in the back seat reaching through, undoing your pants. It's gold.
gold, roll gold.
And you say, zip that back up and get me a beer. What are you thinking?
Yep.
What were you
Knock
thinking?
the top off that.
Now that's a euphemism. Knock the top off that
That's a double entendre with extreme.
That is a
prejudice.
double entendre. That's a good one to put in the. Yeah, knock the top off.
Knock the top off.
Means open. Give me a beer.
All right.
Yeah, knock the top off, or give me a head job. Either way.
A head job?
Yeah. Either way, it's going to end up frothy.
Info overload.
Same result. Hypothesis is just as good
Yeah,
as
that's
each
the
other.
double entendre. You see. Yeah, knock the top off. So she doesn't know whether to get you a beer or undo your pants. Either way, it's win-win.
No downside.
There's no
No
downside.
downside.
Yeah. It's one of the few win-wins, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Can you go through the through the phrase book again, like, and just
Phrase book.
Yeah, we're
double
talking
check
Australian.
if it's accurate, like.
I can't read, but I don't.
Glasses, man. Here, where are they?
I don't. I tried this last weekend and it didn't end well.
Here,
for
wait.
me.
Use this as a magnifying glass to read that.
Stod, you should hear some of these. This is what he's
nailed
learned.
A lot of them he's nailed.
A yobbo's white trash. The slab 24 beers. Hooking into the slab, drinking said 24 beers. Fuck all, nothing. Morning tea, drinking in the morning.
Until
Until substance.
or sundown, I think, or no, until you're too fucked to walk.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to say.
A stinger is a jellyfish. Domestically blind. Missing things that are right in front of you. Yeah, domestic blindness. Yeah.
Every bloke's like that.
Piss is beer. Get on the piss. Drinking beer. Cunt. A person can be both positive and negative depending on context. Almost as common as dude in American English. You're a good cunt. Cashed
But the
up
opposite
bogan
gender.
is a cub. Highly unpaid, uneducated. FIFO. Fly in, fly out. Bogan. Low class.
Class.
Ace,
Oh,
great.
that's a bit
Sick,
harsh.
great. Aggro, worked up and angry. Hectic, intense and cool. Fucked. Can be applied to almost everything.
Well, fucking said, man.
Drunk, intense, fucked up, legend, champion, hero, a cool person, root, allay, is getting laid. Wog, savage.
Savage.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Chocolate driller, homo, homo, roo, kangaroo, rhubarb, bullbar,
Bulbar.
soft cock, marshmallow, pussy, weakling, barbecue, Barbie. Oh, actually, it's Barbie, barbecue. The family jewels, balls, no worries, it's all good.
Yeah.
Oxygen thief, Useless assholes. Someone that steals oxygen. Dramas, problems. Ute, pickup truck. Bundy, Bundaberg rum and ginger beer. Seppos, American from septic tanks.
That's it, man. That's what you learn.
Hanging with Scott. Play on words based on Scott no friends. You're on your own.
What about Nigel?
Yeah, Nigel.
Nigel no mates.
Nigel no mates.
Nigel, no way.
That's right. That's from about the 70s.
He's Scott's mate.
Yeah,
This is a
Scott Nunn.
Yeah, that's yours.
Definitely.
fuck it. I think you're almost through it, man.
Where did I get to?
You went to Seppo.
Seppo's, hanging with Scott, give it more curry.
Put the
Put
welly
more
in.
weight behind it.
Yeah.
To be tuned up.
Yeah.
Tuned up.
Office.
Be inebriated, can be substance. Tuned up, be on weed. Tuned up, be on weed and alcohol.
Yeah.
Or tuned, be on weed. Tuned up, be on weed and alcohol.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Suck the chrome off a tow ball.
Yeah, that's
Suck
what
start a Harley. Yeah, or suck a golf ball through 40 feet of garden hose. Where do we get to? Sea hunt. Code word to say cunt. To circumvent corporate government email filters. Skull dragging someone. You ask politely, they say no.
Alf Stewart.
They're still coming. Drag them by the eyeballs. Skull drag.
Skull drag.
I love that. That's the best one.
Slippery gypsy.
They're still coming.
There's more where that came from.
No. Yes.
And what about some of
You need to turn that no into a yes.
But you know what's so cool about language is there's even like
We can do it your way, Bob.
names that you have in just your own group for things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No one else
Oh,
uses.
dude, yeah.
Like there's a sub
Math. Mild as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I think that is one.
MILF.
One.
Oh, that's a
Mine's
bloody
right.
American one.
Yeah. Math. Mild as fuck. To describe the heat of food. Chairing. Chair chucking session. Beating people with chairs. Throwing chairs at a sports game. Example, dispute over shade. You don't know shade, cunt.
Definitely dispute over where you're sitting.
You don't know shade, cunt. Negative.
Negative cunt.
You're about to be chaired, cunt.
You're going to taste it, pal.
Yeah, grab your little blanket and your kids.
Yeah.
Start moving.
FRO now.
I'll chair the fuck out of you. Fuck you, I'm getting a table. Chair didn't do it. Safety meeting to smoke weed.
He learned a lot that Arvo.
GCF, guitars come first.
Yeah, that's it.
FTN, fuck the neighbours. Australia's a big place and shovels are cheap. Easy to dig a hole. Oh my God. It's like the further we go, the more you've drunk.
Yeah.
Dry as a nun's nasty, thirsty as fuck. Drongo, a drunk.
Or someone who's dopey.
Pingin, ecstasy. Salad dodger. That is.
That's right. Yeah. Doesn't like
Salad dodger.
Doesn't like
See if the cunts are still vertical. See if they haven't fallen over drunk yet. Knock the top off, get me a beer or give me a blowjob. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Keeps getting better and better.
Please don't show that to anyone.
Yeah. You basically summed us up. That's the whole
Bet that heavily.
You should write a bit more about bogans, I think.
Bogans.
Yeah.
What
What can you say
wanna-
about bogans?
You can't. What can you say?
Long-haired.
Mandra.
Yeah, just
Love their rock and roll.
Bogans.
Not being
Well,
loud.
the problem with the bogans is people have now embraced bogans and want to be bogans. So now you've got the upper class trying to act like bogans, so it's blurred lines
So
now.
bogan is it's not a negative thing.
Not anymore. It used to be, but now what's happened is people like I heard
people aren't so
Walid
stuck up.
Ali, what's his
Yeah.
name, on the project. They say I'm a bogan, and I was like, dude, if you're calling yourself a bogan, you know,
We're uber bogans.
where's the line now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's picked up its rating.
Yeah, it's gained some notoriety.
I think it's about
like
people
80s
trying to,
rocker style.
I think it's people
sort
trying
of.
to
It's
relax a bit.
become faux cool, you know. It's sort of become.
And people have to identify with something, and you got to go with a well-known,
It's very weird.
branded
Yeah, I don't understand it.
name, or not name. Well, yeah, it is a name, but you know.
I know
genre.
I've drunk too much tonight.
That's the best thing about it.
I need to start drinking mid-strength something.
Well, I've got something for you, man.
What is it? Don't make it strong, man. I'm
No,
fucked.
I was listening to you. I've listened.
I'm rat shit.
I'm describing it.
Rat shit. Do you have rat shit in there?
No.
Yeah.
Rat shit.
Yeah, this is rat shit. Like the
I've
end of
got
the
you.
night, you're rat shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
What the fuck is that? Rogers. Who drinks that?
Rogers.
Make sure you put it on a coaster. I'll make you scull it.
Well, you're gonna have to get up and fucking look, aren't you?
No, I can't get up. My legs don't work.
I described it now as Bogan 80s rocker style, hardcore living,
Yeah.
mullets, jean jackets,
Yeah.
etc.
That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah, it's universal.
Yeah.
We just call it mullet. We call both. In England, they're called chavs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
tracksuit pants. Ugg
You don't want to
boots.
put any class down.
No way. We embrace it.
Yeah.
We're ecumenical. We're all
We're,
about all.
We're very Catholic,
Well, we're not very Catholic.
universal.
Where
If you look at the
we're-
literal name for what's Catholic, it means universal.
Your Catholic's got some issues at the moment.
You're not wrong.
We've got to work on that. Father Bob's doing all he can.
He's good, man.
He's a good
I
guy.
like-
Yeah, I love Father.
He's
Everyone
got
knows.
a big heart.
Yeah.
And he's got enthusiasm.
Yeah.
He brings everyone along for the ride, man.
He does it in a way that people don't even realise he's doing it. He makes it cool, you know, like he has such a nonchalant attitude to religion.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I don't care what they say, this is how I'm doing it. And then they tell him off.
Are you talking about a
But
TV
it's too late,
preacher or
he's already-
something?
No, he's just a
You got a bollock, mate?
I guess if anyone it was ever of that
I think I got
in the Catholicism sanctuary, if there was ever a spokesman, I guess this is the guy. Yeah, I suppose
Alright.
he's a media type guy for them. I guess.
But he's a doer.
No, he's just a great guy.
But you know who got him to know?
He doesn't have a great. He's not that positive about Catholicism as much as he's a Catholic and a priest and everything else.
Yeah.
He tends to say things like, "Oh, look, you know, they want me to do this, but I'm still a bloke. I'm going to do this." And you know, he goes, "But you know, I still love Jesus."
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Wow, he's an old dude."
That's awesome.
But he's really cool. He's like, yeah, I guess he's the bridge. I guess he makes religion cool. I guess you're either in or you're out with religion.
Yeah.
You're either getting eaten by bugs or going to heaven. There's not much in between. Yeah.
Well, we can only hope.
Look, yeah. For what?
But like some people say, why don't you just have a great time while you're on Earth and just go for it, do whatever, because there's no consequences. And then there's
gang.
and then,
Yeah, man.
then there's another.
Yeah.
Then there's another.
Rat shit.
There's another. There's another angle that you can take about it, which is
Oh, the bucket.
that there's.
Private
Edit that out, man. Edit that out.
How do you explain
No,
that?
It's part of it, man.
Yeah, no, we had like beers and food and a bucket.
Yeah. And applesauce.
Yeah, applesauce and a bucket.
Yeah.
What was going on there, man?
What the?
Just, I would love to be a fly on the wall with him explaining that photo. The fuck is going on there?
I'll just send it to you guys,
A
man.
bright red fire bucket.
Share it, man. Go for it. Who cares?
What are people
It's
going to
Australia,
say
man.
with like a red fire bucket on the bar?
You'd say bogans.
Yeah,
And then you have these big
that's what we
neon
drink
signs
wine
going,
out of. Yeah, yeah. I hope that doesn't go viral.
Like, what is it? Butler. No, Harry Butler.
Imagine 8,000 Dutch people turning up out the front, like in a bus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We've got to see the place.
Wait till we...
Dick told us.
Yeah, Dick told us.
I'm gonna make 4D guitars famous around the world.
Oh, yeah, man.
Isn't it already?
Imagine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, once we start these guitars with this artwork on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, man, like I'd be happy to build a website for you.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. There's enough material there to do it. We just got to not be so rat shit all the time.
No, just get some good photos on.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Good luck finding that tiny gap.
That Yocto second.
Does happen. We somehow hold down full-time jobs. I know you've never seen us straight, but we do have straight moments. They're fleeting and short.
And sweet.
Yeah. We hope they don't last long. Yeah. We call
What's that
them
song where
Monday.
he goes,
What?
We call them Monday.
Oh, ain't no fun. Ain't no fun.
Tuesdays just back to normal.
Dirty deeds.
Get me some dope and something to drink. Monday was shit.
That's on the original.
Is that how you can't see the world?
That's why I don't hear it anymore.
You might hear it on a like
Fuck that.
American I've got the MP3 copy of it.
Drove into 3 fucking cars.
Hey, Harold, next door neighbour, get your fucking it is a cracking line.
That's a ripper.
Yeah, oh, for sure, man.
Just because the sign said 60, it's only a suggestion.
How could you, man?
What are you doing?
But how strong they've kept on going.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Up until about now, though.
Yeah, I don't think there's much future now.
No, beer is good.
Beer is awesome.
But they go
One of man's greatest achievements.
Pity about Mel, young man.
It's funny how far back you look too, because you see it right back through history in all kinds of sort of forms. You know,
Oh man, in the Middle Ages in Europe, it was people drank it instead of water because it didn't,
Sure.
Yeah, because it wasn't
contaminated.
It was purified.
Yeah.
Amazing. Imagine.
That's that. Yeah, I think that's.
Was it alcoholic back then?
Yeah, lower than we have now.
Well, they didn't have the sugars, did they? It was really based on the wheat and
Yeah. But
Yeah.
everyone was
Its
drinking
own
it too, like
fermentation.
children too, and everyone.
They used to brew piss in the early days.
Yeah.
But the main thing is they found a method.
Yeah, and then the monks.
well, it's just been refined, hasn't
Tastes
it?
like shit.
Over and over and over.
I wonder what that would have tasted like.
Mead. It was called mead, I think, back then.
I reckon it would have been raw fucking wine taste or something.
Very
It would have been
raw, yeah. It would have been what we
Would have
call,
been.
you know, like what prisoners make now
Oh, like the prison.
in the
booze.
bag.
Yeah.
Be like that. Yeah.
It'd be swill. Man.
Well, they'd have sugar.
Well, they don't get sugar in prison. They get fruit. So they have to use the sugars from the fruit to ferment the grog.
Wow.
Oh,
No, they don't get sugar in prison because it's a stimulant.
Yeah.
So they don't have stimulants in prison.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, no coffee, no sugar.
The only stimulants they get is that stuff that the guys bring throughout their arms.
They get decaf and everything that can fit in their anus.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is surprisingly a lot. I don't know how much time you spend in cell block C, but they do all right. they're snorting coke and eating Mars bars. Yeah, what the fuck? Someone's got a huge ass.
I can still, I still bear the scars.
Someone's put in some reinforcing and built a fucking condo. They're packing in some fucking shit, man. It's unbelievable.
That's sick.
Yeah, I can't. Can you imagine? Really, think about that for a second.
Not really. I don't want to think about it. I don't even know why I mentioned it.
That's why I said 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I ain't smoking nothing that's been in your ass.
In fact, I'm not touching nothing.
I don't know about this pot, man, but it smells like shit.
Hey, man, this is good shit.
Hang on. Is that even weed, bro?
No, it's Mr. Hanky.
Shit, dude. I ain't paying $600 for that shit.
I can make that shit myself.
Matter of fact, I got rid of some of that this morning.
Dude, my shit's way better than your shit.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Holy shit. Just don't get caught. That's all I can say. Do what you like. Just don't get caught. I say it to my son all the time. I don't give a fuck what you do. Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. Whatever you're doing, don't get caught.
Don't get caught. Fuck me. You do ring your mother. I'll be pissed.
Mum's is busy.
No, I'll be the first one down there. Sorry, Sarge.
Blue Eye's pretty worn out. He's had a good innings, eh? He went
He's
pretty hard.
He's been on a good wicket.
Fuck yeah, he went hard.
Fuck yeah.
He was full throttle open, mate.
Look at that.
He was on about 11.5, mate.
11.5, easy, mate.
Like a fucking big yeti in the snow. Big blonde yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Chippo calls him the sweet one.
The sweet one.
Yeah, Chippo's calls him the sweet
It's like when
we have no idea why.
Yeah.
He must do his sugar from somewhere.
Anyone with that brings up that photo, you worry about him, don't you? Yeah.
No, I'll next time I see you guys, I'll just give all the photos on the USB.
Yeah.
It'd be like he's like that Yeti that was on the in the first episode of second episode of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. When he's gets nabbed by that bloody Yeti who drags him.
Oh yeah.
Sticks him up on the roof.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I got the latest Star Wars Rogue One the other day on DVD. It was shit.
You didn't like it?
The copy was shit. I watched the first minute.
Don't even bloody look at it, man.
No, I didn't. I went 1 minute and I went, I'm not watching it.
Just wait until you get it on DVD or something.
Yeah.
No, I just couldn't ruin it.
Man. It's a great movie, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's.
I cannot wait.
I loved it. I actually might have liked it even more than the one, like the episode
just before.
One. Yeah, I mean it's like a separate story, but it's so good. It ties into, it's like a side story of like episode the second old movie. So that's like
between 1 and 2.
Not Empire Strikes Back.
3 and 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's basically about them trying to obtain the plans for the Death Star.
Yeah.
So
Before it was
actually,
blown.
sorry, it's before 1.
Yeah.
It's
before
prequel.
1.
Huh.
Yeah, it's actually
a prequel to 1. Oh no, sorry, it's a prequel to episode.
Because
3.
Luke Skywalker's not.
Episode 4. Yeah.
About yet, is he?
No. There's no.
And Han Solo is.
There's no Jedi's.
Han Solo's
young,
but he's not in the movie. But
yeah, and the Jedi's.
No, they're no Jedi's.
No, yeah.
There's no lightsabers.
No.
It's
because that's
actually
what they
there
say.
Is a lightsaber right at the end.
Oh yeah. Don't tell him though.
Oh, really? Oh. In Rogue One.
There's
Rogue One, man.
Toward the end, there's one scene that's just.
So it's before.
It's the sickest part of the whole movie.
It's before Anakin.
Enough said.
So before Anakin,
No,
as in Darth Vader.
It's between episode 3 and episode 4.
Yeah, okay.
But it's actually.
So
okay.
Call it 1.5.
No,
3.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same as you, man. I'm on the fence a little bit. I don't know if it's better than 7.
It's
but I got a feeling it is. But I
heard
I'm
they
not
did more reality, less special effects. They dealt more with cinematography.
I really enjoyed 7 as well.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it was a perfect mix between like the past and the
Yeah, when they gained it
future.
back after bloody. They went weird for a little bit there, and then they sort of pulled it back, didn't they? And they went back to Star Wars rather than those weird characters they had.
Yeah, with the Jar Jar.
It just didn't work, and they pulled back after that.
No, it was cool.
Is that when Lucas took over after that point?
No.
George Lucas did episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
He actually took control of those ones, and
then stepped
ironically,
out.
those 3 are the worst movies that most people think.
Yeah. Yes.
What's your favorite Star Wars? Am I allowed to call you Dick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
That's my name.
yeah.
Dick.
He'll try not to laugh.
I think like the one where they fly the rope around the big.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is that again?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
That's my favourite as well,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, that one made such a big impression on me when I saw it for the first time. It was, yeah. I need to rewatch the old ones. It's been
you start
long.
from the beginning and and now we have the opportunity to watch them in order too. So that's interesting.
What year was the first
I'm
one?
looking
78
forward
or
to
something?
when like the
First
9th
one,
episode is out, and I'm sure there's cinemas doing like
remember I was pretty
marathons,
young.
like
There will be.
all the
I think.
movies.
Yeah.
Could have been 78, though.
They do that here, and it goes all
76
weekend.
pretty
Starts
early,
Friday
78 's
night,
pretty,
Yeah.
and they do the
about 9 or
marathons
something.
right through
Yeah,
till
actually probably was probably
well
yeah.
into
Oh,
Sunday.
yeah.
And the kids all love it. They go mad for it.
Yeah.
And they captured a whole new generation. But if you think about it,
Wow, it's been good, dude. I saw the first one
been
in
going since the
'74 or
70s,
something, or
yeah.
'78. So I
Can
saw
I grab another beer?
yeah, well, dude, yeah.
you
What
want a
are you
Rogers?
doing to drink?
Yeah, what is it?
Midstream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's what is Rogers? It's like
It's an Amarillo. That's
it's a lot.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
mate, how many pallets has this thing seen, mate?
Yeah, I like.
Look at it, it's totally bloody
Worn out.
Yeah. As long as
It's like Chippo's hands, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Worn
Oh, actually, I
down.
got it off first time, man.
Worn down.
Still looking for
Thanks,
Chippo's fingers, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually a beer opener that's just been
Yeah.
worn out.
Yeah, worn out.
It's been trashed.
It's got a lot of
That's amazing.
Yeah. But that's the problem with keeping them on your keyring. Is they get used all the time.
Yeah. Oh, fine. Got it right. Yeah.
Oh man, I think it's
Should I have to body? Oh.
Only in Australia do you wear out a bottle opener.
Yeah,
one of those
I
things, you know. Like,
Seasonally.
like,
That's in Darwin. In Perth, not so.
Absolutely. No, you get 2 seasons out of a bottle opener down here. Yeah, we have a winter. Yeah. We go on to the wine.
I must have had this for years, mate.
They're great, the little aluminium ones.
Yeah.
I've got a blue one.
But isn't it cool how it's got a bit of character? It's actually
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Chunks
they
taken out
have
of
seen
it.
a few pallets, man.
I'd seen a
That's
fair
how it
bit.
work out.
Yeah.
yeah, mammoth workout, man.
Yeah.
That's open more piss than the Viking can drink.
He's out, man.
He's out.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Oh, the Vikings out.
It's
Yeah.
about time we did some stuff to him.
Well, he's got no shoes on, so he can't tie his shoelaces.
I reckon we glad wrap the cunt.
Oh, God.
No.
Just cling wrap him.
Yeah.
No, dude, let him.
Yeah, let him go, man.
Let's put band-aids over his eyes so when he wakes up he thinks he's had a stroke.
Now you're talking. Actually, let's put him on his scrote.
You guys are
Tie
going.
his balls.
Yeah, let's glue his hand to his balls. The first thing he will do is start yanking on his nuts. For like, I reckon, 30 seconds
Give it sec.
before he wakes up.
You
For the
guys
first
are
10 seconds, you'll think it's someone else. Then you'll realise it's him.
Chippo's
Then you'll want to know why he's doing it.
Chippo's killing, man.
I assume eventually he'll come around to the burning sensation that's glue. That's glue and chili paste. I swear to God, I'm willing to go and stick $5 in his pocket right now and a Coles bag in the back of that chair. So when he wakes
would
up,
know
he
the
goes,
difference.
fuck no.
Yeah.
I thought you cunts were kidding. And kick him in the ass so it hurts, so he wakes up and really thinks something happened. Imagine waking up with a sore ass. You bastards.
Yeah.
Was Rod here?
CB. Yeah, Rod's been here again.
Mm.
Right, who's going to do the meat tray this time?
I think if I eat any more meat, I'll grow claws.
You already have got claws.
I can't put any more meat in my body. That's what she said.
Come back, Popeye.
Thanks very much, but yeah, take a few inches out. Back up a few feet, bro.
Back that truck up.
Can I come back home?
It's not all in the garage.
Yeah. No.
Here's Charles.
Yeah, sorry about that. I generally have more decorum.
Yeah, cheers, I.
Not today.
Cheers, I.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
it.
yeah.
No,
Friday.
honestly,
Here's the Fridays, man.
I think it's time to do something strange, Alex.
I agree. Well,
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
What are we going to do?
Well-
Let's think it through.
I must admit, the Glad Wrap's sort of a good one. And
Nah, you got to make him mobile.
but you
when
just
he
like
wakes
put it
up.
just below his hand. So it,
Well, I was thinking of strapping his hands to his waist, yeah. Because it's the first thing he's going to do is
well,
move
actually,
his
I got a
hands.
better idea. What about if we strap his arms to the chair?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Oh, no, a little bit of work to do
Yeah,
there.
a bit of
I think
Oh,
around the
no,
legs.
we could just about...
On the knees. On the
Dude,
knees.
the shit we've done to you and got away with is incredible.
We got a whole website, Rot Asleep. We should have. Rotasleep.com.
One guy, Chippo, we coloured
Oh,
half
we know
his face
Chippo.
in with a black art line texture,
Yeah, you know,
Right.
Chippo. Yeah.
Yeah.
and he didn't notice until the guy at the shop told him in the morning.
Yeah, he went to the
And you know
shop.
worse than that? Even when he washed it off, he had a grey half a face for 2 weeks. He wouldn't come out of the skin.
Braveheart, man. Braveheart
Yeah.
Chippo.
So one hand we'd soaked in blue dye, right, and the other half, one half of his face was black. So he had a blue hand and a black grey face for 2 weeks.
Everyone thought he was a fucking royal
Yeah, I think he might have lost a job over it.
With small fingers.
Yeah.
Sea guns.
Was that where was he working in? Pepsi or
He was working for Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Well, he turned up. He never worked a day in his fucking life.
Yeah. He was a rep for Coca-Cola.
Yeah. He's good at
He
turning
had to
up.
go to work with half a white face and half a grey face and a blue
What happened,
hand.
Chippo? Not going to talk about it.
Nowhere near it.
Next topic.
What's your hand blue? Get fucked.
Poor Chippo.
Can I have a Coke? I don't give a fuck. They were the days.
Yeah.
Back when we
Well,
just
and-
didn't give a shit.
Well and truly the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, that was funny, man.
I'm fucking crying, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, lucky we don't do that stuff now. Got any dye?
I think we should dye his hair black.
Dye it.
Yeah.
We should dye his hair.
Yeah, and because he's going to get his award.
He'd wake
Oh.
up.
See how
We should do half his head.
We should tattoo E equals MC squared on his
Oh,
forehead.
yeah.
Just so they know he's serious.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
He's taking his physics
He's-
shit on.
He's hardcore, man.
Oh, don't be seance.
No, we won't do that. I haven't got a tattoo gun.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But good idea.
Yeah,
Nonetheless.
No, next time.
I like your
Prepare.
the way you're thinking.
We'll prepare ahead of time next time.
Absolutely, we bring all sorts of influence.
I've got a feeling a tattoo gun would wake him up on the forehead. There's something in me says that might wake him up.
Yeah. Actually, at the moment, though, I don't think so.
He's a light sleeper.
Actually, if
though.
you had got him, if you had probably gone over there about an hour ago, you could have tattooed on his head. But no,
I thought one night it'd be a great idea to bring a duck back from the pond and bring it into the house at his place and leave it on the kitchen bench. He didn't think it was such a good idea.
I wonder why.
It was all the shit.
Oh yeah.
It was all the duck shit everywhere. He wasn't massive about that.
No.
I wonder why.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, none of us were sober enough to clean it up. That's why. We had 2 days of duck shit in there.
Oh shivers!
A duck that didn't know what the fuck it was doing in the house.
Did you put it in the bloody laundry?
No, the pool.
On the pool. But wouldn't it get away?
Not when we're hanging on to it.
Oh.
Not when you're hanging on to it.
Screaming, "You're my duck!
You're my duck.
Oh.
You look tasty as fuck,
You're
duck.
so fun.
You're a tasty duck." Fuck a duck.
These glasses are very,
Gorgeous.
but they also
Hide the alcohol.
hide how big they are. They're quite a decent vessel.
They are
Why?
they are a vessel.
They
Again, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Says smooth.
I can't believe
That is
how
a
many free
vessel,
kicks
she
I'm giving
said.
you, man.
Home wrecker.
That is a vessel. I said it's about to be an empty vessel.
That is a
stop.
God-given gift.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your mum.
Have a look.
Because I seen her at the gym the other day. She's all right.
And if she's still looking hot, your granny.
Whoa, jeez, don't. Well, maybe do a little bit.
Settle down, man. Drop a cog.
If you stand behind her and pinch all the skin into her back
Yeah.
and make the front look good, I'll be willing to think about it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's sounding
grab a granny.
You just gather up at the back for me.
Yeah.
pinch it up.
I'm sure that can be arranged, man.
No, good, man. Excellent.
In somewhere like bloody the Philippines,
Yeah.
throw enough people at it.
It's done.
Done. Cheap as chips too.
Yeah.
You can even get the flight over there, mate. And
You can start an industry on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have big bloody sheds full of it. Yeah.
It could be
Pump
like,
air in.
yeah, the wrinkly back crackers or something. Yeah.
Right, no shong.
The Nutcracker.
We hold
house.
back the
the house
skin
of the
you
Nutcracker.
can't. Yeah.
Anyway.
We smooth out the wrinkles.
Omo.
Yeah.
Was it cold power?
Yeah. Rod's abortion clinic. No fetus can beat us.
Now we have gone to a new depth.
Oh, a new level, man.
Whole
You
new
think
level.
that now, and it's only 11 o'clock.
I know, you're right, actually. Why am I even calling it this early?
Oh, it's crazy. Because you know where it's going to end up.
Nah.
Yeah.
Tears.
Tears.
Mm.
Mm. Has it ever been any different?
No. The grinding and gnashing of teeth.
I said no teeth. Teeth is on Wednesday night.
Take them out.
Yeah, I'm going full gum tonight.
Shut up. Here's the Bonjela.
Yeah, shut up and take my money.
Oh,
the Bonjela.
oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything
complaining.
Anything to numb the pain.
Absolutely. Gargle this.
Yeah. Can't believe.
Oh God.
Don't blow bubbles. Go.
Stop playing with my monkey.
Oh, Rod Munch. Rod Munch humour, mate.
Dude,
Settle down, Munch.
don't fuck with primates, man. You've crossed the line. They're too close, man.
I went with Corey Bernardi, man.
Dude, if you shaved one, they'd be sexy. That's the whiskey talking.
Oh, that's Irish whiskey for you, mate.
Nah, you shave them down, man. You seen those hands on those fuckers? Mate.
Can't say I have, bro.
They would pull a stud out of a train track.
Plus a nail.
And then bite your face
man,
off.
Yeah.
Then eat you.
Agreed.
Like spiders do.
Oh, yeah.
They know how to do it.
They sure do.
Eat and fuck. Well, they fucking eat.
Fucking eat.
Not in that order.
No.
Yeah.
It's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
How the fuck did they ever evolve?
Had it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's fucked. Now I'm going
Hey,
to
guess
eat
what I've been getting into on bloody YouTube these days? Talking about evolution.
God, here we go.
Talking about, what is it? Ancient civilizations.
Yeah.
Like before. It's all about Atlantis and all this
Yeah.
sort of stuff. I don't know.
You're not a flat earther, are you?
Nah.
Flat Earth.
Haven't gone down that. Haven't gone down that avenue for a while.
Yeah. That's a rabbit hole you can fall down.
That's a definite row
Yeah.
there, mate. Just ask Alice.
Yeah, it's fairly obvious the Earth's
Yeah.
flat.
It's not curved.
I don't know
It's a
about you guys,
conspiracy.
but as I get to the edge, I'm definitely fucking, whoa.
It's a conspiracy,
Mm.
for sure, man.
These
It's
flat
been
earthers.
created by Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
You know, you'd have that round
They're different, man.
symbol.
Yeah, the round, yeah.
It's all actually marketing.
Yeah. It probably is.
They got rid of it when LP started going out of fashion.
What, LP? LPs.
The flash You know, the flat world, flat Earth.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they started talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started talking about the fact that it was round.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
fall
it's
off
all
the
just
edge.
bloody Coca-Cola, man. They're taking it over.
Show me some proof it's round. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly. I agree, man.
Yeah.
What's
Flat.
going on?
They need a
You only
big,
got to look over there.
And that is the end of the Earth, sitting right
If
on
it was
that
round, he
chair
would have fallen off the edge. Yeah.
How big radius gauges we need.
That's
We need
right. What
biggest
is the radius?
gauges.
Yeah, we should put a radius gauge on the
We
planet.
need massive gauges.
I don't know how we're going to intonate that.
No, fuck it.
Big calipers.
We'll just have to
Yeah.
run the strings around the planet.
Big
Yeah.
fucking
Bar it
verticals.
off
That's going to
and
be heavy, man. Yeah.
pluck around Africa.
It's going to be a low tune, man.
Yeah.
It'll be a low tune.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big E
E
string.
flat for Earth, man.
Dum, dum,
E
dum,
flat.
dum. That's thunder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thunder's E.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Lightning.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
A? Lightning's.
That's the timpani.
Timpani?
The cymbals.
Oh. Hi-hats. I love a hi-hat.
They're so loud. Or I mean, like the cymbals, like the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love cymbals. Good set of zildjians. They got another set of sticks.
Yeah.
Just cuts the fuck out of them. Steve Taylor used to go through 2 sets in a night just on the zildjians. You know, like you'd see him chop and you'd see you just see the wood coming off him and you just think he's never going to get through this song. And he was such a master at, like, you'd see the tip because you know it'd be wearing down. He'd just be, and you go boom, and you just see the tip take off. And in one movement, he'd go like this because he had a pipe on his chair that had all the sticks in it. And in one movement, he'd grab the stick, flick it, spin it, and boom into the. And I'll be like, what the fuck? That's amazing. Drummer, we knew a guy that did metal drumming.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just amazing. Like, he was just like so talented at it. Yeah, but yeah, two sets of sticks in a gig without question.
What's his name?
Steve Taylor. Yeah, and he would just shred sticks. I've got sticks at home of his that are almost gone right through to the tip. You know, there's nothing holding that little head on.
Yeah.
And you can just see they're just chopped all the way up the stick for where he finds the tone on the zildjians, you know. And,
That's what rips them apart.
yeah. And he has a habit, obviously, of hitting one certain point for a sound, and it's right up on the tip where that thinnest point is, and he just chops through them.
Yeah.
And so some last and some don't. And I started, back when I was young, I started grabbing the ones that didn't go through. I've still got a few of them around.
What was the band that he played?
Oh, I can't even remember. You'd know, man. You'd know the name if I said it, but I just
Steve Taylor, I've heard the name.
played at the Charles a lot.
Yeah, I used to go to the Charles.
Yeah, so that sort of gig, you know, but there was a whole bunch of them. A dude called Angry, he did a lot of stuff for them, and yeah, I don't know, man. He's around. Megan, my sister, bumped into him just recently, so he's about. So we could catch up with him and find out, ask all those questions. Yeah. But I don't know myself. I wasn't that deep, you know. I went to the gigs, but never really took any notice of who it was.
Because the club was the 20th century at the Charles, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was, they did metal nights on Wednesday night.
Okay.
And so they would play on these metal nights, and they were really bad. They ended up in real bad violence and brawls and lots of damage and real bad. You know, it was never
Angry
great.
dudes.
Yeah, it was never great. Too much alcohol, just death metal, and I think people who just probably didn't really respect the genre, you know, they just were having a crack at it. I think once it gets out of hand, then that's the problem, you know, the violence kicks in.
Yeah, they get restless.
Yeah. So, yeah, that wasn't great. Learning curve, I suppose. Coming of age sort of thing.
Yeah, happens to us all.
You were thrust into it too. Like, you never decided that night would end like that. But as it was sort of unfolding, you found yourself amongst it, and you kind of it was exciting at the time, but if you ever looked back on it, you went, wow, that was crazy. Someone could have really got hurt, you know.
It's fucked up to think of that.
Yeah.
That's also the piss.
I worry now
'Cause you
with
get
my
enough of
kids
those
out there, you
People
know.
that when they get drunk,
Yeah, yeah.
they go hostile.
Oh, it's crazy, man.
You get 3 or 4 of them in a room.
Oh, shit, here we go.
It's my hand.
He looks stiff. And he's back.
Yeah, he's back. Oh, you're looking a bit low, buddy. Fucking hell. Chippo looks that low.
Oh,
Got a bag, Chippo.
Chippo. He hasn't
Alex.
enough bagging tonight.
Are you okay?
No.
Yep.
Must be stiff as, bro.
You're stiff as, bro. Hey.
And the back.
You're not on the shitter, dude. Don't push.
Whatever you do.
Yeah.
Sitting in a lawn chair almost like.
Modify the chair.
That's a good look, isn't it?
So,
Like a walrus.
Dick, what do you guys get up to over in Holland?
What do you mean?
Let off steam.
Oh, yeah, we like to smoke weed. We like to drink.
Yeah, it's pretty all the same as here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are into...
Same, different place.
Same,
Yeah, yeah.
but different.
A lot of my friends are like into ecstasy and like party drugs and speed and
At your age, they are.
yeah.
That passes.
I hope so.
But it's now like once a year proposition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for
That
some of us, yeah.
Yeah, since the last heart attack. Since stroke number 3.
So,
I've
what,
eased
like,
up.
do you guys like? You
he
go
going?
around
He's
to
lying
dudes'
down here.
houses, or
Where is he?
Lying
Go
down.
to the same place, go to
Yeah,
pubs.
well, yeah, we get bars
Oh,
and
really?
we just hang out with
Yeah, it's
friends
different.
and
Wow.
but
Never
the
seen
whole
that.
weed thing is
That's a new
like a lot
spot.
more
The dog will go sort him out.
casual and integrated in society, if you will.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
There's like
He'll go
coffee
lay with
shops
him.
everywhere, and you can just like walk in and just
I've
get
been to Holland
yeah,
for 2 days.
in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
How did you like it?
I loved it, man. Yeah.
Go to the cafe and smoke.
The only thing was, I got a fucking bloody flu.
Oh, sacre.
That
Yeah, from
shit.
sharing a fucking pipe.
Oh.
This bird had a flu. So I went to
Sucks.
Greece and had a fucking flu.
Yeah.
But other than that, we went to a sex show.
Anytime I fly anywhere, I get sick.
Yeah.
I think it's the aeroplane.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the air in airplanes is disgusting.
I'm pretty sure I'm breathing everyone
Touching
else's
farts,
disease.
Yeah.
Touchscreen.
Every time I fly, I get sick.
Touchscreen probably the worst.
But if you go on a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
airline,
yeah.
they'll look after it.
The world's fucked. We're just spreading all this shit everywhere, every day, aren't we?
Yeah.
Filthy fucking
Fuckers.
Yeah.
Where's the
disease,
disease?
fucking
Yeah. Where's the
So is it mainly like pubs you go to?
guns.
Dick, or?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. Don't get on a plane. Kill yourself.
Oxygen tea.
Think about everyone else, you
Yeah.
fucking oxygen thief,
Yeah.
O2 thief,
Knuckle dragger.
shallow end of the gene pool, monosyllabic fucking mouth breather.
Oh, he's checking out Brood Eye.
Yeah. He'll be rooting the fucking shit out of him because he's asleep.
Yeah.
He'll be dropping a dog load on that thigh in a heartbeat.
For sure.
He is too. Look at that. He's absolutely unloading on him.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Odie needs some fucking
Dude,
action,
this
man.
is
We better go and help him out, eh?
He's gonna get rooted by Odie. There's a weird
Hey,
place to-
stop abusing my dog.
Hey, the body blank looks good, man.
On the road again.
Oh my god, I just can't wait to get home. It's been the longest week.
Yeah, hasn't it?
I haven't been home yet.
I went home and made it IKEA.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
did ya? Put shit together?
Yeah. That's why I got here a bit later.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think that's a wrap, man.
That's a wrap, dude. I'm going home.
Do you reckon the trains are still going?
I don't know. What?
Yeah.
What's the timetables? What?
Yeah, it's
Where do you have to go to?
Just Perth Central.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you live? Staying somewhere near there, are you?
I live in Highgate.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I can walk from the train station. Well, it's a good way to sober up.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah. Tonight at 4 FDF.
The most sacred night of all, mate.
Oh, that's it, man. Yeah, we party Fridays.
Well, I feel honoured.
Yeah.
To be a part of it.
FDF, man.
Yeah,
Maybe we should share a cab or something if you want.
You going that way?
Yeah.
You going past the trainer?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You've been listening to the Polarizer podcast. Check the show notes for links and details on literally everything that was discussed and mentioned during the show. Subscribe to this podcast for free on iTunes or your other favorite podcast directory to never miss an episode. And be so kind to give us a 5-star rating and review. Visit thepolarizer.com for high-quality articles on making life an adventure, traveling the world, being the best you can be, and other topics that fuel the fire in your soul. That's thepolarizer.com. One word, including the. Thank you for listening, and thanks for telling a friend. It really makes all the difference.